Before we begin, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Now listen carefully, because what you're about to hear is not for everyone. This message is for the ones who notice what others ignore, for the souls who feel deeply, see beyond masks, and cannot pretend anymore. Have you ever wondered why your clarity makes others uncomfortable? Why people pull away when you start seeing through the illusions they live in? It's because truth has power. And when you carry that power, the blind will fear your vision. This is why people fear those who see too much. Before we begin, take a deep breath. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Feel your awareness returning to this very moment. Feel how your mind begins to settle and your body begins to soften. Because what we are about to speak of is not just a lesson, it is an awakening. It is about understanding why people fear those who see too much. You see, most people do not live in truth, they live in layers of comfort. They build walls made of distraction, entertainment, ego, and illusion. They decorate those walls beautifully so they never have to look at what's behind them. But when someone comes along who sees through those layers, everything begins to shake. Their presence becomes uncomfortable, not because they are unkind, but because they cannot be deceived. When you begin to see too much, you notice what others try to hide. You see the fear behind anger, the pain behind pride, the emptiness behind constant laughter. You sense energy more than words, intentions more than promises. You recognize manipulation before it even happens. And this kind of awareness makes people uneasy, because the world runs on masks. Society survives on pretending. People want to appear strong even when they're breaking inside. They want to appear wise even when they're lost. And when you stand before them with clear sight, their illusion begins to fade. That is why they fear you. Those who see too much carry an energy that others cannot explain. You might say nothing, yet people feel seen. You might remain silent, yet your silence speaks louder than their words. You don't expose them, you simply see them. But that alone is enough to make them defensive, because to be seen deeply means their facade no longer protects them. They feel naked in your presence. That is the power of awareness. It doesn't need to speak, it only needs to be. When people fear the one who sees too much, it is not because of what that person says or does. It is because their truth threatens the structure of their illusions. The light of awareness exposes the dust that many have learned to ignore. Most people would rather stay comfortable in darkness than face the discomfort of clarity. Because once you know the truth, you can never go back. Once your eyes are open, ignorance no longer feels like peace. And so, when you begin to see more deeply into the nature of people, of situations, of life itself, you may notice a strange reaction. The world begins to resist you. Some will call you judgmental. Some will say you have changed. But what has changed is not your heart, it is your vision. You no longer participate in the lies that once surrounded you. You no longer feed on the illusions that once entertained you. And because of that, you stand out. Not in arrogance, but in authenticity. Those who see too much are often misunderstood. Yet this ability is not a curse, it is a calling. To see truth is to hold light. And yes, light exposes shadows, but it also guides those who are ready to awaken. Those who see too much walk a path few understand. It is not the path of noise, competition, or approval. It is the quiet path of awareness. When your eyes truly open, the world begins to reveal its real face to you. You start to notice that so much of what people chase, status, beauty, validation, attention, is not driven by peace but by fear. You begin to see how many live their entire lives avoiding themselves. They keep moving, talking, distracting, because silence would expose the truth they don't want to meet. That is why the awakened often choose solitude. Because solitude, for them, is not loneliness. It is alignment. It is the sacred space where they can breathe without pretending. To see too much means you are no longer fooled by appearances. You can sit in a room full of laughter and feel the hidden sadness. You can listen to someone's praise and sense their jealousy beneath it. You can watch the smiles, the handshakes, the promises, and still see the emptiness behind them. And once you see that, you cannot go back to the comfort of illusion. You cannot unsee the truth just because it makes others uncomfortable. This is why those with awakened eyes often appear distant. It's not arrogance, it's discernment. They have learned the cost of giving their energy to what is false. They have learned that not every battle is worth fighting. Not every argument deserves an answer. And not every person wants to be understood. When you see too much, silence becomes your strength. You begin to respond less and observe more. You no longer react to every insult, every opinion, every attempt to pull you into drama. Because you understand that what others project onto you is a reflection of what lives within them. You realize that fear disguised as anger, jealousy disguised as confidence, and pain disguised as pride are not your enemies. They are signs of unconsciousness. So instead of fighting, you start to forgive. Not because you approve, but because you understand. Awareness transforms reaction into compassion. But even as you grow in wisdom, you will feel the weight of isolation. Those who fear your clarity will try to make you doubt yourself. They will call you strange, distant, or emotionless. Yet remember, when the eyes of awareness open, they stop seeing as the world sees. You stop living for validation. You stop chasing applause. You stop seeking to be understood. Instead, you learn to rest in your own understanding. You become still, not because life is easy, but because you no longer resist what is. And in that stillness, power is born, real power. The power that does not need control, recognition, or dominance. The kind of power that comes from presence, from truth, from peace. People may fear you because you cannot be manipulated, but the wise will respect you because your calmness exposes their chaos. You are no longer part of the illusion. You are the reminder that truth still exists. So stay centered, stay aware, and most importantly, stay kind. For the true mark of the one who sees too much is not judgment, it is compassion. Because to see all and still choose peace, that is mastery.